Today we're going to talk about trends, preconceptions, things that are warping in the metagame, and we're going to approach 5 of them right now, because this is kind of interesting when you kind of see metagame choices, warping players' perspectives, things that players are doing to kind of counteract things. Of these said things, it's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! Players might be slightly delusional in that regard, but that's a story for another day. So guys, make sure you smash the ever-living crap out subscribe button. Let's dig on into top 5 delusion, preconcept, interesting things, shall we? Number 1 on this list here is Dragon Link is the supreme best deck of the modern format right now. Now, before you're like, well, duh, it is. You got to be a complete and utter moron to not think that Dragon Link's overall potential is the best part here. Well, yes and no. Honestly, looking at the overall power scaling the boards the deck can make, yeah, it's vastly superior to every other build-up. Is it the deck that you need to beat for every event? No. Eldritch exists as probably the best spam trap engine in the game, period. You also have, I want to say Tri-Brigade Lyricalisk, but you do have Tri-Brigade Lyricalisk. All right, Barrier Statue is an entry point that you're going to have to deal with. Everybody's Lord and Savior, Miscellaneous Sarasaurus, exists in today's game. That's another thing that you have to deal with. And then, not to mention Shadalls. All right, also, Normal Summon Alistair, the most plaguing thing in the game. I'll talk about that here in a second. But Dragon Link's overall, the scare that this deck is going to put into the community through the boards that it actually generates are not that surprising. But is it the end-all, be-all, the absolutely crazy point here? No, it really isn't. So, I do think that in terms of trends, obviously that might change once we get Ghost from the Past, but right now, is Dragon Link the absolute craziest, awesome, most powerful Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck of all time? Yes and no, but it's definitely not unbeatable, as we've seen from the previous extravaganza this last weekend, where Dragon Link was literally taken out back and, put down. Now, number 2 on our list here is Normal Summon Alistair is the worst thing in the game, and oh my gosh, the amount of hate that my boy Alistair, the Normal Summon Invoker, gets is hilarious. Alright, now don't get me wrong, Normal Summon Alistair is one of the most absurdly good plays you can make. I want to insert the term brain dead for that one. Normal Summon Alistair is just the easiest thing in the world. Also, by the way, does anybody else ever notice that whenever you Ash the Alistair Normal Summon, they always have the invocation already in hand? You got baited. You got baited, right? That's what my life is like, and I know I'm not the only one out there. Everybody that's ever played against Alistair, the Normal Summon Invoker, knows the pain of, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I just lost to a Normal Summon. Why? Because they already had the invocation in the hand. It's like, so what are you going to do, Ash the Terraforming? I mean, yeah, Magical Meltdown does a lot for the deck, but at the end of the day, you could Ash the Terraforming, alright? They'll have the Magical Meltdown already in hand. They were just searching for the second one, baited. They'll activate the Magical Meltdown. You'll Ash it. They'll be like, I got the Alistair in hand. It's just every invoked player in the world just has. They always have it. They always have it. They always have it. Alright, that's literally how it feels to play against Invoked right now. Next up, do you need staples to play the game? Can I be a budget player? Can I participate and do well without droplets, lightning storms, prosperities? Yes and no to a degree. I have a $5 Yu-Gi-Oh deck. It's been sitting on my desk for a couple weeks now that hasn't got published. And the deck literally shows that on a $5 budget, you can do okay at a locals. I'm not going to say that, oh man, you can win a locals on a $5 budget. No. To a degree, you do need to get certain staples like Gamma's driver. I would even argue so much that I would want to have a set of X-Stravs in my hands to play in these sort of events. And that's not a bad thing. But you also have to remember, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game where, unfortunately, whoever spends the most money usually ends up being, the most successful in the grand scheme of things. So, yes, you can do well on a budget. That's the point to this video, is to say that not all misconceptions are true, except for the Alistair one. But you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! On a budget. Should you expect to win every single game in the universe? No, that's not how it works, alright? Like, better cards exist for the reason of them being better cards. So, if you're playing inferior cards, well, you are going to be playing down. It is basically a handicap for a reason. So, it's kind of sad to say that, but it is where it is right now. Now, the next misconception is Miscellaneous Thesaurus is the best card in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, with all memes aside here for have you read Misk? Misk is a good card. Misk ability to globally cloak your entire field for an entire phase is absolutely ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong, alright, like, that's not bonkers. You also get the ability to banish it in any combination of +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, +8 dinosaurs from your graveyard, and special summon a dinosaur monster from your deck up to the total level of what you sent. So they banish summon the Animador Archas or whatever else that they want. For some reason they want another Oviraptor on the field. Like, they banish 4 dinosaurs, congratulations, they've established an Oviraptor. They want 2 for like Pterodon. Any sort of combination of Dino Rars that they want onto their field, they have access to through Misk. Alright, like, and it's actually weird because the global protection for an entire turn effect is the one that I think players hate the most, but it's also, we got the text on you can special summon X potential card based on the amount of resources that you are banishing. So as of making this video, no, Misk is not the best card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It is goddamn one of the best overall in terms of design. Don't get me wrong, like, a card that can do that much is a little bit absurd at the end of the day, all things considered, and he definitely warrants his place on the list for that. Like, I actually the last point I want to make here is, well, I don't know. The last point's going to just kind of be open-ended here. One of the things I just want to say here is, like, you've always got the community going, yeah, Rei is bae. Sure, alright, she can be the best female character. Actually, it's almost hilarious to me, because, like, you used to think that trick stars were the babe magnet for people. Now it's like, oh my gosh, Sky Striker Rei is bae, and it's like, guys, why are we this degenerate in the community? Even though Sky Striker has potentially fallen off the map for so long, this deck still gets as much love as any other deck. It's got a very dedicated player base. I wonder why. Weirdos. Alright? It's almost like if she stepped on them, that all of them would just be crazy happy. God, could you imagine that? Could you imagine people? There's people out there that want kind of to crush them. Alright, like, I don't know who these people are, but you're weird, man. I salute you for it. Alright, it'd be like that sometimes. So, The Yu-Gi-Oh community out here definitely has evolved in some degeneracy, but misconceptions, things that Yu-Gi-Oh players think that they know. Every invoked player actually opens up Alistair. Like, it actually just happens. Like, there's absolutely nothing that we can do about it. And it always happens. Alright, like, there's nothing we can do about it. So, guys, make sure you smash the relevant crap out, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.